Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another glorious day in Minecraft. You're with BJ&Co, and we are continuing on our Minecraft tutorial series in Skyfactory 3, and we're knocking out some fun stuff right now. We're going to finish up the Age of Enchantment. Last week we finished up the Age of the Botanist with all of the completing the rituals of Gaia and Gaia 2. So now we're going to go back and we're cleaning up a few more things that we have not hit. If you guys are curious about any of these achievements that have been beaten already, we have a playlist with every video that we've got so far. This is episode 43, so we've been going pretty hard. You can see that in the top right in the card there. And before we dive on into actually completing these two things, just a big shout out as always to our Patreons, Krulek and Dugoth. Yo man, you guys are fantastic. We appreciate all the support that you send us, as well as those of you that are just here. We appreciate everybody being here, all of you guys that come and spend some time in the streams and all that jazz, as well as the videos and commenting. Shout out to that Living Troll, Fun Nugget, Faultless Claw, Golden's Revenge, everybody that's stopped by lately and just said hi. We appreciate it. It's nice to know that we have a viewer base out there. But if you guys want to join in the community too, consider hitting that Discord link down below. All the other fun links that are down there. But what are we actually doing today, guys? We're finishing up two things. We're going to craft an Unbreakable Tinkers Tool, and then we're going to craft a melee weapon that does 90 damage or more. And I said in the last video I wanted to go some funky route and everything, but the more I look into it, the harder that seems, and I don't even know if it's possible. So we will be doing a draconic melee weapon. Womp womp womp. Go with the mainstream. Sell out, sell out, sell out. But first things first, let's talk about the 90 damage weapon. So in our previous video, we made the Draconic Staff of Power, which gives us attack damage of 60. We need to bump that up by an additional 50%, and we can actually go a little bit more and hit all the way up to 105 damage, if I'm not mistaken. And how we're going to do that is we are going to be working with these attack damage upgrades. And there's the attack damage upgrades are some draconic crafting, so not crazy to do, take some energy, but it's not crazy. I've got ourselves set up with everything that we're going to need already, with the exception of the actual upgrade itself. So this upgrade key that we need to make, all you're going to need is one of them. And this is all it takes: some lapis, some of the draconic cores, and some draconium ingots. We're just going to toss that in, and that's the guy that we need. Now, so we're going to need our Staff of Power, the upgrade key, and then with this, if you just right-click on it, you can see the different tiers. So we're going to need our basic Staff of Power with 2 golden apples, 2 diamonds, 2 eye of enders, draconic core, and the upgrade key to go up the first level. Then we're going to need 2 nether stars, 2 draconic cores, a wyvern core, and 2 emeralds, and the upgrade key to go up to the next step. You can see if we hit control, it shows us which the why am I in dig speed right now? I don't know why I'm in dig speed, but the recipe's the same for everything. And then finally here, to get to the third star, we need 2 nether stars, 2 wyvern cores, 2 blocks of emerald, and the awakened core with the upgrade key. And the awakened core itself we have to make with a nether star, 4 wyvern cores, and 5 awakened ingots. And luckily, that's exactly what I had, was 5 awakened ingots. So let's knock out the first 2 first. So we are going to need to... helps if I get rid of the last one that I was working with. So we need to just drop all of the items in here that we need. So we're gonna have 2 diamonds, the wyvern core. I know I did this kind of goofily, but 2 eyes of ender. Oop. And then we need 2 golden apples. I don't know why I worked vertically in my inventory, but it worked. So then we just have to drop our Staff of Power in here, hit that start button. This one's relatively cheap. Let's take a look in here though. We are going to take about 256 million RF coming up here. Good thing I've got lots of energy sitting in here. I'm so happy I got that core going right now. But here we've got now 75 attack damage. So that gave us an extra 15 attack damage by going the first step. So now we're going to go round 2. The upgrade key, the nice thing, the upgrade key is not used up in this. So all we have to do is drop in all the other pieces that we need again. So the 2 nether stores, the draconic core, or the wyvern core, the draconic core, and 2 emeralds now. And of course, you got to spread them all out because it's got to be weird like that. And we can just drop it in again and make it happen. And then before we can do the third step, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make our Awakened Draconium. So we're going to get set and ready for that. Go, 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 go. Or sorry, our Awakened Core. So there we're up at 90 attack damage, so we've actually done it. But while we're here, guys, we gotta go hard. We gotta get it completely done. We're going to go all the way up to Draconic. Unfortunately, we can't go to Chaotic because they have not implemented that yet in this. I wonder if that's going to be coming out in Skyfactory 4, which, funny enough, I'm hoping... At the time of recording this, there was an announcement that it might possibly be out on the 15th of April if some fundraising goals were met. This video itself should be coming out on the 15th of April, so I'm guessing Skyfactory 4 should be out today. I might even be live streaming that in the evening, so consider stopping by our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BJ&Co, and maybe we can have some fun in the brand new mod pack. Here's hoping it gets out. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Okay, so there's our core that we need. We need 2 of those. Boom. I guess we need the... Oh, we don't know that. Not that. What are we doing, Ben? Okay, 2 Nether Star. That's an achievement book. That's not a Nether Star. If only the Nether Stars were easy to come by as the achievement books. And last but not least, this one's going. And this one is going to take a little bit of time to happen. You can see it's very slow to charge because it needs a shit ton of energy. We're only pulling out about, I wonder, yeah, look at revamping this at some point. Because it's only really pulling out, yeah, I should reset that up. My power grid is not to my liking yet. I might have to make some adjustments with that. But while that's working on its last step, we've already hit the 90. That one's done and out of the bag. So how do we make a Unbreakable Tinkers Tool? Well, what we're going to need for that is we're going to need a tool that we can modify. And what we're going to need is we're going to need some blank casts. What we're making is some reinforcement modifiers. So what those take are these blank casts, or really any cast in particular, but blank casts are just the easiest to make. You throw some gold into your smeltery and just drop them down. It takes two ingots and it makes you a cast. Simple and easy. Doesn't use up any parts. You don't have to worry about making a part ahead of time, so it's the easiest way to go about doing that. And then all we're going to need as well is some obsidian. Obsidian. Oh, am I running out of obsidian? Well, let's auto-craft a whole bunch. And you put obsidian around the outside, you throw your cast in the middle, and that's going to get you all of these fancy little things. I'm going to grab, heck, I'll grab 7 of them, even though that's way more than I need. And then you take this over and you get a Tinker's Tool. Now, I've seen a lot of people do this just with paper tools, because they give you lots of modifiers and everything, but I'm just going to drop this guy in here. We've got room for some modifiers, I think, so let's see how far this goes. And we just want to drop, well, I guess we can drop all of them in here. Now, you can see here that right now, is it going to give us the total durability somewhere? So modifiers 4, that'll take us down to 3. So this will add reinforced to it. Oh, I might not be able to have enough. Well, let's see what we can do. 1. Reinforce 2. Reinforce 3. Reinforce 4. No! I figured that was going to happen. So unfortunately, I used too many other modifiers on this bugger. So what we are going to do, we are just going to get all the pieces that we need to make a pickaxe. Oh, I guess I've got all the patterns already. So we're going to make a paper. And paper is nice because of the fact that it is... Oh, I don't... Seriously? Am I out of paper? What can I use to make paper? What can I use to make paper? Do I have books? Wow. Feather pulp needs feather. Oh, well, this is embarrassing. Okay, do I have a tool of any sort that I can use enough modifiers on? Let's see what we got here. Let's see what modifiers we have here. That's only got 3 more on it. That's only got 3 more on it. Okay. I'm going to be right back after I set up some paper because I'm short on paper. All right, guys. So now that I've got my paper set up, we have a paper pickaxe, and you can see here with the paper pickaxe, when we drop it into here, it itself has 5 modifiers, which is exactly what we're looking for because we need the 5 times 20% to equal the 100%. So this will give us reinforced 1, reinforced 2, reinforced 3, reinforced 4, unbreakable. And there we go. That is how we can get our hands on a unbreakable Tinkers Tool item. So again, you need those 5 modifiers. Now I believe, I don't have the materials in me up right now. I believe paper is your best bet for getting modifiers onto things. I don't think there's anything crazy in here that also adds modifiers. For some reason I thought nether stars could in one rendition, but I don't know if that's still a thing anymore. But play around, see what you can do. That's one area that I want to spend more time on, is tinkers, to be able to get some crazy tinkers weapons. Now, one suggestion I do have, if you remember when we talked about the farming stations, I've got my farming stations being supplied by obsidian hoes on a regular basis. But you could consider doing something like a paper hoe, or I don't know if you can actually do a tinker's hoe. Should look at that. I don't think there's an actual tinker's hoe, but then go for your mattock here, which is it's the same as a hoe basically, and it works like an axe and everything too. But you could just make this out of paper with the axe head, shovel head, and tool rod, and throw an unbreakable onto it, and there you go. It performs just like a hoe, and then you never have to worry about filling these farming stations again. And paper is cheap to come by if you're not a numpty like me and don't try to don't have anything set up that allows you to farm sugarcane or feathers, or, well, the feather pulp or anything. That's what for those of you that weren't kind of paying attention when I was running around at the beginning here looking at stuff, this here I have a shredder from Hatchery, and what it does, it turns feather into feather fibers and feather meal, and the feather meal I can take over here and drop into here with a bucket of water, and it turns it into feather pulp, and the feather pulp can then be dropped into the furnace and smelted into paper. So it's kind of just another way to go about getting some paper, and especially if you are like me and have a crazy chicken setup, you will have a little bit of feather sitting around. So my next step here, I should probably set this just to automatically pulp up these feathers. I also want to take a look and see what I can do with these feather fibers as well. What? Where's the shredder on here? Can I literally do nothing with the feather fibers? That's weird. That's so weird that there's nothing for feather fibers, but maybe that's something I just get trashing with. But yeah, so there's multiple ways. You don't just have to go through the sugarcane route in this book, which is great. I could probably even, is there even a Botania way to get paper? That's going to be hilarious if there actually is. Oh no, it's just, or loot bags, common loot bags. But yeah, most of it is just the pulp or the sugarcane or books. So nothing too crazy, but totally worth it to get that writable. That's it, guys. That's it. Sorry for having to bounce around a little bit there on you. I thought my mattock would have enough. I thought I could do it, but I was one shy on that. But that's it. That's it for this week, guys. Next week, I mean, we've got a max size reactor to go. I don't know if that'll be next week. We've got a bit more draconic evolution stuff to take off, which will probably be 3-ish episodes, maybe 4, taking a look at it. And then we got insanity, which might be our next one. I've kind of been looking at both this one, the dragon egg mill, and the rainbow generator are kind of the next 2 that should be fairly easy to do. Diamond size, that'll come up soon, and October. I think I'm almost there, guys. I think I almost have enough cobblestone. That's a lot of freaking cobblestone. But yeah, so we've got a few things to be tackling relatively soon to see where we're getting at. But until next time, that's when we'll deal with that. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you all being here. If you did enjoy that, hit that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel for updates when all the new content goes live, and come join the community. Look at all the things in the description down below. Go to your favorites. We've got Twitter, we've got Discord, we've got Facebook, we've got Patreon, all that stuff. We'd love to see you in whatever areas are your favorite. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.